feel like I'm killing carrot children. Doing this in a house made of glass. Possibly not my brightest idea. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling beady. Hello, lovely little humans of the internet, you lovely little allotmenters, you, or not allotmenters, just here for the crack. You're allowed to be here as well. I'm back at the plot. And it's a lovely day. It's after work, so it's about 5 o'clock, and it's gorgeous weather. It's been so warm all day. It's officially cardigan season, so you're going to see all my wonderful cardigans. This is one of them. But yeah, it's officially cardigan season. It's officially spring. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. If there's a frost now, I'm sorry, you can blame me. Hello to all the new people. If you're new and you're not subscribed watching this, hello, I'm Emma. This is our allotment. I share it with my fiance. Got engaged last week. I didn't share it with my fiance, Sam. Oh, that feels weird to say. I think that's the first time I've said it. Anyway, yes, we share this allotment. We're in Derbyshire. What else do I need to tell you? Anyway, we just document our allotmenting journey, and also we vlog our weekends as well. So if you're interested in any of that, subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, welcome back. Hello, nice to see you again. Yeah, I've just had a little look around the plot before I opened you up and started filming. And there's some quite exciting things, so I'm going to show you those exciting things. The first thing is that these are our strawberries. These are the strawberries that we found at the back of the plot when the back of the plot didn't look like that and it was just a complete mud zone, complete weedy, grassy mess. And we transplanted them and they've got flowers on. I don't know if they're meant to have flowers on yet, but a few of them have got flowers on. That's a weed I need to pick. Well, I'll leave that for the bees, seeing as there's not many flowers around at the moment. But yeah, flowers on the strawberries. How fantastic and amazing is that? Also, this is where I planted parsnips. Did I plant parsnips yet? Parsnips. I labelled them. Well done. And these are definitely parsnips. There are some weeds, but they are parsnips, as are they. Not that, that's a weed, but those are parsnips. So seems to be a bit of spotty germination, but I think that's just parsnips in general, isn't it? These beds, by the way, are super weedy because I didn't no-dig these beds. The beds that I no-digged are wonderful and weed-free, but these are quite weedy because we've got that weed, whatever that is, I've put it on before, and it spreads like billio, and especially because that plot over there hasn't been weeded. It's just the spores are just, and the seeds are just flowing over, but it's all right because we've got parsnips. We've got parsnips, guys. We might get one parsnip for Christmas dinner. Similarly, don't know how you say that. I think we've got some beetroots. That's a beetroot. I can tell you that. I've seen that before. That's a beetroot. Again, not all coming up, and I think there's a lot of weeds, but yeah, they're coming up. And we've got a very prominent row of radish coming up. There's radishes that I love and enjoy. So yeah, I did 3 rows, only 2 have come up, and I think the slugs are having a whale of a time with them. But yeah, they're coming up nonetheless. How fantastic. And probably the thing I'm most excited about, you'll know my struggles with this pond. We've got flowers! Look! We've got flowers coming! I'm excited because, one, that means that the pollinators have got something to go to, because I know in this time of year before all the flowers come up, the bees sometimes struggle. So I'm so happy we've got some flowers. They are stunning. I'm glad I bought that pond plant. It's fallen over, but it doesn't seem to be bothering it. I'm glad I bought that. It's doing fantastically. And then whatever this we planted is budding up. Wonderful, amazing. This is budding up. Terry, no! Terry! Terry! Are you okay, Terry? Terry, I'm so sorry. Are you alright? Sorry, mate. You've fallen over. goods on those flowers as well. I did plant some calendula and some poppies in here, or I thought I did, but I can't seem to see anything coming up. I can always replant them, that's fine. I'm leaving the grass for the insects and the bees. This is our designated wildlife area. Where I said there were strawberries before. Yes, there's strawberries. I'll have to prick those out, but yeah. Oh, I'm so pleased about that. I was very worried and upset about the pond looking rubbish, but now there's flowers on it. I don't care. That looks great, and the pond plants seem to have grown rapidly in the last week. Amazing, fantastic, amazing, wonderful, great news. Some other great news is that our greenhouse is still standing. I'm coming in it for the first time with you guys. I've not been in here yet today, so let's see if we've got anything growing. We got things. We've got ants. That's not good, but I'll show you the good things. Hey, look at them. These need separated and potted. Maybe I can do that today. Wow. I like it when these come up because they're big. I like a big plant. These are really happy. I'm glad I let these grow on a bit, actually. Look at these. Oh my God, everything's come up. Okay. So all the Romanesco germinated, including the second sowing. Whoops daisy. Anything else? How are the herbs? Oh, we've got a couple. Oh, good. They're not dead. We've got a couple coming up. Fantastic. Not everything, though. Herbs, slow growers? I don't know. And this is what I sowed on Saturday, but there's nothing yet. But they need a water desperately because, yeah, it's been warm. Nothing yet. Nothing from the extra squashes. No. Ooh, there's a baby boo. There's a baby boo coming. That's all right. It has only been like 5 days, so. Oh, and we've got some more Romanesco. Should I have sowed? Why have I sowed double Romanesco? No, Romanesco and Romaine are different, aren't they? Oh, God. And we've got sprouts. My sprouts have germinated. Oh, no, that's purple sprouting broccoli. Oh. No, we've got one Brussels sprouts. One singular Brussels sprouts. Fantastic news. Great news, everyone. And it is saying that in here, it is a whopping 28 degrees, which is hot. That is hot. That's very warm in here. But yeah, the great thing is that everything's growing, including my big Fat Max pumpkins, which if I only grow one thing this year and it's a Fat Max pumpkin, I'll be happy. So, you know, I'm having a great time. You're a bit... I'm just looking at the other things I've tried to grow. Coriander, dill and cucumber, they're not happy. They're not coming up. But, you know, everything else is, so great success. So let's think about what jobs we need to do today. What jobs do we need to do today? We could do with getting these onion sets in, because these have been on the list to put in forever and I've not done it yet. Could sow some more things. I've got no flowers growing here. I've got all my flowers are growing at home. Should I grow some flowers here? I don't know. Seeing those flowers at the pond has just cheered me up no end. Also, the sweet peas are still alive and the monge too is still alive. So wonderful. I tell you what we're going to do. Stop rambling. There's been another wood chip delivery, and last time there was a wood chip delivery, I left when it had just been delivered. The tree man was there delivering it, and then I came back the next day and it had all gone. So I think I ought to probably get some wood chip while it's there, while I can physically see it, and sort some of these paths at the back out. Now, it's been dead hot today, so this has finally dried up. So I don't really want to... It's still very wet, but this bit where I put wood chip on before now means that even though it's wet, we can still walk on it, right? Good thing. Oh, look at all those weeds there. God, it's like weed heaven. So can I put at least some membrane and wood chip behind here? So then we can walk on that. And then, do you know what? I wanted to turn this into a wildlife area. And it's been too wet to do anything about it. Could I do that? Could I do that today? Could I sort this bit out? Maybe I can sort this bit out. That's a good idea. Because this bit is the only bit, I'll show you, the only bit of the whole plot, apart from the composty bits, that isn't sorted, and it upsets me every time. So can I, yeah, right, yeah, bugger it. Let's do it. Let's sort this bit out. This mud bath. I'm just going to try and not stand on it as much as possible. And my idea is if I just put a very small wildflower bit in the middle and another wood chip path there, because those are our berry bushes, so I can't do anything up to where that line is. But I've put another wood chip path there, have wildflowers in the middle. Will that work? And put a path there. Bugger it, let's do it while there's wood chip left. Let's go, let the wind. I have in fact lost the attachment for the camera to the tripod, so we're going with the good old camera on a old school chair approach, so if you fall over, that's why. I also thought I had ground pegs, landscape pegs, but I don't know where they've gone. I do have some. I feel like that's all I buy, bloody landscape pegs. I did have some, but I can't remember where I put them, so we're going to improvise there as well. Not leaving very much for the bees, is it? But I need to be able to walk either side, so I'm kind of stuck there. It's got to kind of be that length. There's not really another option. Could put it in half, I suppose. Have more for the bees. All right. Bloody bees. Nature. The things I'm doing for nature in these vlogs, honestly. Oh. I'm just thinking, God, this is turning into a bit more of a project. Silly tripod. Not proper tripod, rubbish tripod. Proper tripod's broken. I have got some spare wood in the shed that I can make a bed out of. And then I can just put the wood chip around it. Shall I do that? What time is it? It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Let's don't do things by halves, eh? Let's do it properly. Right, let's do it about that length, then measure something about that length. We can put it in, can't we? Found these offcuts in the shed. They look about the right size on Emma Rogers' guesstimation calculator. They are the right size. Oh, that means I don't have to do any sawing at all. Wonderful, brilliant, fantastic. So it's at this point the microphone decided to die. I do realise this momentarily, but for now you can have future me doing a little voiceover. So you can see I've put together that little wooden raised flower bed. Well, it will be a flower bed, wildflower bed for the little bees. And I got loads and loads of baskets of this wood chip from Wood Chip Man. Thank you, Mr. Wood Chip Man. Your service is greatly appreciated. Here's me admiring the wonderful flower bed, and you can see I've managed to wood chip loads and it looks great. This back of the plot bit has been bothering me since we got the plot, basically. So I'm so glad that we've finally got it done. I had to exclude that little corner because of the fruit bushes, but yeah, there's finally paths. We can finally walk on it and finally do something with this empty space. I did all around the back of the greenhouse and all around the compost bins, And so now we can actually walk and use the space, which is good because up until now it's just been a muddy mess. I think I'm going to make some little wooden border things for the fruit bushes because the grass seeps into the plot, and also this creeping buttercup, which we just can't get rid of. I've tried, we can't get rid of it. Will just seep onto the plot if we don't sort of put a block. So I'll make a little wooden border thing as and when I have time. And here I'm badgering about that I don't know what to do, but actually there's a very important job to do. Onions. I've had these onions for ages, so now it's time to plant them. These are our overwintered onions, and I was saying that I was going to put the onions, new onions, in the middle of these onions. God, onions. But I think what will actually be better is if I use the onions as a slug and snail defence mechanism. So maybe I plant lettuce or something vulnerable in between the onions so that the smell covers up the tasty delicious lettuce and the slugs don't get it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plant vulnerable crops in between, like lettuce, etc., and then make another little onion cage for future crops. So that's what I'm going to do, plant the onions in that bed there. This has been another job on the list, which makes me really sad, but I've got to cut the dead tulips. So yeah, I'm deadheading all the tulips that have gone past looking good, and that means that they can focus on putting their energy into the bulb for next year rather than trying to make seeds. So yeah, just deadheading all the tulips. Very sad. I'm now just realising that the microphone wasn't on for most of that, so I'm not sure when it turned off, but you might have just had a really lovely time lapse. Saying what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some of the jobs I wanted to do last time I was here, but I couldn't because the storm weather, windy weather prevented me from doing such things. So I'm going to fill up my little bird feeder because I want to feed the birds. I want to be a nice happy birdie allotment. This is going to go everywhere, isn't it? I can already tell you. Whoa. Okay. Well, all things considered, that went all right. So, bird feed. Lovely. Right. Let's put you up. This is so cute, by the way. How cute is this tiny little bird feeder? Got it from a garden centre. Of course, you know how I feel about garden centres. And I'm going to put it on one of these little hangy doohickeys I got from Wombling, and I think I'll put it there. I'm going to put it like that. Whoa, silly tripod. Put it like that. No, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to do that. No. What I'm going to do is I'm going to think of something sensible and somewhere sensible to put it, and then I'll put it there. I kind of want it to be like over here though. Will the birds, if I put it there, will the birds eat my stuff? Like, fan it in. Will you hold it? Oh, sort of. Yeah. That works, doesn't it? Don't know where the other one's going to go. Or maybe I can just put them both in there. I don't know. There we go. That'll do. Right. Carrots. Let me show you the carrots. They're here. Show you them. Look. Look. I've grown them. Grown carrots. Now, I think this is about how much they're meant to be together, you know? But I'm going to have to thin them. I can't have that. They'll never grow right. Let's just thin them. No, I know, this is brutal. I don't like it either. I'll be honest, I don't like it either. I feel like I'm killing carrot children. But what can you do? They'll not grow properly. I need to at least give them a chance. Oh, there's a resident spider. So we're thinning. Brutal. Got to learn to be brutal. Right, that's a bit better. That's much better. Right, compost for you guys. Sorry. I'm just trying to think what other jobs I can do today because it's such lovely, warm, toasty weather that I sort of don't want to just go home. I want to sort of stay and do something, but I don't want to do any big jobs because I don't want to be here for another 2 hours. Just trying to think. What else is there that I can do? Maybe nothing. I'll tell you what. Let me see if there's any seeds I haven't sown that I can very quickly just pop in a tray. Because that would be nice to do. And then we can have a little chat. Into the greenhouse we go. Well, I said into the greenhouse to sow some things, but these are taking up the space. So what I really should do is build my new shelves. So let's do that. So apparently these are the shelves. There's no instructions. There's also no nuts and bolts. So how do we do this then? How do we set you up? How do we, right, okay, doing this in a house made of glass. Possibly not my brightest idea. No. Stay. Now you're wrong. You need to look around. Easy. See, that was easy. I don't know why I was faffing about. Totally easy. Doesn't feel very sturdy. It is meant to be a shoe rack. I bought it for my plants. So there. Right. I bought it because it folds down. It folds away. Which sounded like a good idea at the time. Oh, fit. Go on. Just push a bit. Oh, there we go. The shelf. They're all different colours, so sorry if you've got OCD. You know, I womble my way around and that means you don't always get things in the right colours. But I don't think that's too bad for 20 quid. It's in the same theme as the rest. So I can put those things on it now and see if I've got anything else to sew. Wonderful. Okay, right, so these are a couple of things I've got, a couple of flowers that I want to sew. I've got some more calendula. Now I think I'm just going to sow these at home. What I've done is I've just sown them in a plant pot, and then I don't think you're meant to transplant them, but I'm going to transplant them. And I've got gypsophilia. This I'm just going to sow on a seed tray, same as the verbena. I'll just sow on a seed tray. And then I've got these wonderful funny looking zinnias, so I'm going to grow those, and then spring onions, and I'm going to put the beans in. Bugger it, I'm going to put the beans in. Why not? Beans. These are so fun. Look what fun. I saw those on the packet, and I'm not a big fan of beans, but I saw these and they looked really fun. So I'm going to just sow those. Beans, I think, like to be planted quite deep, and the only thing I've got that's deep is the little individual pots. So I'm just gonna have to put them in there and hope that that's right. I don't really know, I've never done beans before. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling beany. What are these gonna look like? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my god. They look so fun. That's how I'm planting those now, by how fun they look. I'm going to do 2 per thing. Might be incorrect to do that, but that's what I'm doing now. So, as I said, never done beans before. It's a new adventure. So I'm going to do a very quick outro because the camera's dying. So I've managed to sew everything. Wonderful. We'll progress with that as and when. And thank you for watching. As always, if you're not subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Leave a comment. Any helpful tips, hints, things, interesting, unique things we could sow and plant at the allotment, tell me. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.